Okay. In we go.
You know I found Paula in a dumpster, right?
What? You said you met her at the supermarket.
I did. It was the bin out behind the dime a dozen.
And you just picked her up out of the rubbish and brought her home?
Why no?
Sometimes I think I hardly know you.
What was that?
I don't know, but we've got company, as in lots of.
But if they pull up a chair, I would be happy to beat them with it. It's good. Fucker.
There we go. Easy peasy, jumping easy. The man who never had his fill.
The man who never had his fill. It was a cold and snowy eve. Certainly no night for a man without a home to be walking these grey and endless streets. Inside the pizza parlor, George Reeves spun a lively tune on his harmonica. The local children giggled and pointed excitedly at the harmonica man as their parents glowed with approval. His reward would be all the pizza he could eat, 6 pies at least, and a warm bed in one of these folks' homes. He knew they were good for it. But when he tucked in for the night, George had not had his fill. As the years and calories stacked up, most men would have got older and fatter. Yet for all he consumed, George only got thinner as he washed from town to town. Tapeworm. Tonight he plied his trade with some grannies and orderlies in a nursing home. Hoo-ah-ha! His harmonica filled the room with joy. After devouring 3 helpings of pork chops and mashed potatoes, he eyed the plate of the old woman next to him. Juice dribbled down his chin. "Go ahead, Georgie," she said. "You're such a good boy, you shouldn't have to starve." But George had not had his fill. Early the next morning, he was already on the freeway with his thumb in the air. "Where are you headed?" said the man in the truck. "Nowhere," said George. "Anywhere." It was a new decade, and tonight George played to an all but empty bar in the city. He had lost a lot of weight. Afterwards, the only woman in the joint took the stool next to him and asked him his name. The bartender leaned over the counter. "You don't know this guy, Mary. George is famous, been all over the tri-state area." With a wink, he added, "Man's insatiable." And that night, George proved it as he buried his face in Mary's beaver. Holy woodland creatures! Attaboy, George! Attaboy, George! "Play that harmonica," she purred. But even after 5 trips to heaven and back, he had not had his fill. The morning after was an awkward affair as they stared at each other over coffee. One wanted to feel more, the other just wanted to feel. In his final days, George was all skin and bones. I can relate, except for the skin part. His last meal had been a mistake. It was on a sidewalk one night in a small suburban town that he came across the boy. Hungrily, and with an agonized grimace, he opened his mouth to beg for help. Out came a cacophony of wheezes and toots, but the boy understood.
Wait, You mean Jorge ate his harmonica?
Once he was alone, George Reeves looked at the candy bar he held in one hand and began to cry. They found George's half-eaten body in a market next town over. In one hand he held a knife, in the other a fork. Chunks of flesh had been torn from his chest and his arms. Blood framed an eerie smile. The wind that morning blew fierce, and as it whistled through the hole he'd carved out of his own neck, the harmonica man played his last song in this world. There were Gawkers, and many knew him. They shared stories of how he'd filled them with hope, filled them with life. They, at least, had had their fill. Especially Mary. The end.
There we go, we've got a bit of backstory on the boss that we just killed. There's a few of them throughout the game. Bit of story time. Which I do wholeheartedly approve of. Got these little fuckers as well.
That cheeky imp! He doused our goat!
Then let's put out some light tomorrow.
We exploit these guys as much.
Would you kindly bust a cap in those mother fudges before they douse the lights?
Can do that.
Son of a bitch!
Keep using that light shot and
You know, we never finished talking
combo.
about you kidnapping Paula.
I didn't kidnap her.
You hauled her out of a skip. Isn't that illegal in some states? What did she say?
Nothing. Not for weeks. I was afraid to even touch her, you know? Like she didn't belong to me. To anyone.
But something changed.
There was a phone call.
Speaking of phones, put that on hold, G. We've got company.
Okay, I got that awkward mess out of the way. Okay, these guys give us more goodies for stomping on them. Because they typically have more health. And the more stomps they get, the more silver we... I keep wanting to call it silver for some reason. The more we get.
What's this about a phone call?
Me and Paula were eating when the phone rang. Suddenly, she slams her fork down and says, "Don't answer it!"
Creepy.
First thing she ever said to me. But I got up to take the call. Johnson, you should have seen her. She jumped out of her chair, ran to the phone, and ripped it right off the wall.
Whoa.
Then she came and put her arms around me and started crying. It was the craziest, weirdest, sexiest thing I have ever seen. I have been hers ever since.
Lovely. What are you smiling about? Teeth kill.
gun laws here are very strict. Haven't you wondered why they don't shoot back? You and I are violating almost every rule in the book. Heck, I'm practically made of teeth.
Oh. That red gem. There we go. Very good. Let's think. Rate of fire, size, stun. That's actually pretty handy, that. It's because it is pretty slow, and stun time would be helpful. All these upgrades. And a lot of questions. Boost our health up a bit.
Expecting any phone calls?
No, siree. Maybe it's from Paula.
Or at least someone with answers.
Oh, there we go.
Dios mío. Paula, is that you?
There we go. Thumbnail.
This fucking torture end! Ah!
From hottie to hamburger, just like that. Fireworks! We could use these to chase away the darkness, at least in short bursts.
Fireworks launcher. Launching fireworks with the fireworks launcher will remove the darkness, but only for a short time. Send fireworks skyward by igniting the launcher with your torch.
Just look at them. Fiery sprinkles in a great big chocolatey sky.
Johnson, shut up. Magnifico.
Meat get. These special gates can be moved up or down by shooting the light shot card at the center. Sometimes meat gates can be paired. You can often use meat gates to strategically block or trap demons in specific locations. Come on, jump down, you fucking pleb.
Always this fucking darkness.
There we go. Up we go. Come on. Nice little stun there. Oh, wait a minute. It didn't even stun you. Weird how that worked, but whatever. I've got an eye from somewhere, I don't know where. Seems good to me. Right, fuck it, let's keep going. There we go. All these weird flowers everywhere. That means, oh, this guy.
What the shit is that?
Let's take a closer look.
Well, howdy-ho! Name's Christopher. Now, don't y'all be afraid. I ain't gonna bite. Trust me. You see, I'm what you call a mixture of beast and human. Oh, best of both worlds, my pappy said. But what are you doing around these parts? Ain't you immortal?
Why should I tell you? All I see is demon.
Well, shucks. You gotta look underneath the leathery exterior. Deep down, I am a sensitive and understanding listener.
Some asswipe named Fleming stole my girl and took her to his castle. I am here to take her back.
Meaning you are on a quest to kick the Prince of Evil's ass? Holy shit! Oh, I want in on some of this action. How can I help, huh? How can I?
Well, I hope that you're offering more than just enthusiasm.
I tell you what, I get pretty hungry, and I just love them white gems. You get enough of those and we can trade. With the right incentive, I might even be able to introduce you to some real product. Know what I mean?
Magnifico.
Okay, then chuck them sparklies right down the hatch. Go on, feed me. Ah!
Alright, so he's our vendor. Johnsonpedia. Christopher, a traveling shopkeeper, half human, half demon. He loves white gems, so use them to purchase items such as drinks, ammo, and red gems. And that is the key fucking thing.
Howdy-ho, if it ain't my bestest buddies.
Where to buy red gems. Now,
I'm surprised Christopher hasn't had a visit from the GEA. You read about gem busts all the time.
now, the difficulty level of this game actually dictates how much red gems are for. They're very cheap on Lemon Hunter, but Demon Hunter it's 170. I think they're 150 on Legion Hunter. But I prefer. Oh my god! Don't tell me I can only buy one at a time. I have to wait for all these white gems to disappear. So basically, we're going to be trying. I'm going to try and get as many white gems as soon as possible. Just so we can upgrade quicker. The interesting thing is, we can max out all of our upgrades just for grinding a certain spot for white gems and then spending white gems on him. But I need cheap. I don't know. I want to test some max health. Do we actually get all of our health back? Yes, we do. That's good. So there is an achievement. I know this is an old game and no one would really care about the achievements. But, where is it? Recover all... Now, this is actually a very misleading achievement. I'm pretty sure, like, obtaining all of them and, like, all the pickups and locations in the game will not give you the achievement. What the achievement actually requires is you to max out your upgrade. So it will require you to actually buy some red gems as well as like find the ones that are just lying around all over the world. So just be wary of that. Say reload speed over capacity.
Whoa, what's this? Sushi with a dick?
These guys may look ugly, but they're actually quite useful.
Are they friendly?
Yes, I kept one as a pet. Hit them with light, and they'll keep you safe.
Sushi Lamp. The Sushi Lamp is a friendly demonic creature with a naturally grown lamp on its head. The Sushi Lamps can be a source of fear to some unmasked demons. Sushi Lamps are able to move around freely in the environment. Get them moving with your torch or light shot.
Cemetery.
Really? I had no idea.
No, there isn't. No need to get snippy. It's just this wasn't here before. Since when do demons get buried?
Since I came to town.
Whoa! Who did this? Mr. X!
Only a demon hunter could kill this many and not be lying dead next to them. Paula and I promised we would be buried together.
Died wearing a purple jacket. Well, that's one way of doing things.
Any suggestions?
Aim for the head! Not that you really have a choice. Shoot the red spots.
Now this interestingly enough, is where it's a good place to farm white gems, because you get all these. Because since it's like a boss sequence, the enemies like spawn quite frequently, and you can just happily fuck them up. In fact, this is where I grinded out the achievement for doing the stomp attack on a certain number of enemies. So I would recommend doing it here as well. So that we can actually...
Imbecile!
We can actually get a... Does help to pay attention though. That being said, enemies only respawn if we kill them. So you can just do this. Leave them as crawlers. And we'll just fuck them up. So you And I got decent reload speed out of that as well. There we go. Oh, and he even drops a big gem. Tequila pack. Nah. Only if we're desperate for healing supplies, I'll buy them. Otherwise, it's going to be 100% red gems. It's the way I like to do it. Oh, what's that? That's the end of the level. What a wonderful world! Blue gems are very rare in the demon world and usually possessed only by big, arrogant demons. Well, that's just giving us the lore that we've already read. Right, whatever. Anyway, next episode, well, next part will be, well, 2-3 again, I guess. I thought it'd be 2-4. Also, just loading the boss fight. Is there a boss fight? It looks like it should be a boss fight.
Darkness.
Oh, I remember this.
Okay, okay. Crazy idea, G. What if we use that chandelier?
Now, oh yeah, I remember now. We have to actually kill these little ones to get some red gems. And it's just as annoying as it looks. There we go. See, there's quite a few more white gems as we get higher, though, which is nice. Question, is there any red guys up here? Oh. I don't see any normal enemies though. Oh, there's a guy there. Oh, there's another one. Not crawling on walls, I just stood on here worshipping the various lights and whatnot. Oh, there we are. Okay, I better hit him. Lest I fuck it up. I did fuck it up. I think I missed that. I think I missed the guy below us. don't think you can lower. He's not here anymore, so he must have... Okay, hopefully he died. I mean, if we did it properly, then we should get all of the... then we should get a red... Like, I think there's like one for doing this section. I think one for all the white gems, and I think one for all the enemies. I think. It's been a long time since I've done this section. Fuck me. That fucking walks, that fucking cycle. There we go. Oh, there's one down there.
Is it just me, or are these crystals a bit family?
You're one to talk.
Oh, there we go. We got all three of them. Nice. They didn't fuck it up.
See? Chandelier! Brilliant idea!
For one you pulled out of your ass.
Wrong. I don't have an arse.
Right. That's that done. Alright, now it's the end of the level. We can do Act 2-4 now, that's good.